What's going on, guys? Gabe with ReviewDork. Now, this video is going to be a little different. We are going to go over technical analysis at the end of my video. So if you want to skip to the end, skip to the end. That's when I offer my opinion on the charts. But I really want to talk about what has been going on. Now, last night I had the privilege of jumping on Tara's space. If you guys have not followed Tara on Twitter, I'll include a link down in the description. She hosts calls and wow, a lot of apes join in on the call. And what I'm hearing are very human stories, very human emotions. And I've always said that the chart is a painting of human emotions. And I spent the better part of my time on the call listening as opposed to talking. I feel like listening is probably one of the most important things you could ever do in your life. The common theme that seemed to just come about is the division within the community, whether it be the Reddit crowd, the YouTube crowd, and two, the emotions. How you're suffering from emotional fatigue watching the chart. I posted something on Twitter and I said that your mentality is your reality. And changes start from within. So you have to fix your mental state. This is war. This is attrition. That is really what this is. This is psychops. And ladies and gentlemen, there's no point in having tendies and all this money and coke and hookers when your mental space is just ruined. You're just a crazy rich old man with lots of coke and hookers. Let's get to the meat of this video because I find it really disturbing how YouTubers are calling out other YouTubers. And I really don't want to give this guy any type of recognition. I don't agree with him, but I'm also not going to shit on him yet. But let's really talk about this whole division amongst YouTubers and YouTubers being called out to show their positions. I posted my position last night on Twitter. Whenever I post a video with a title that somebody doesn't like, they get all in their feelings and they call me a shill and ask how much the Hedgies paid for me. Baby, I'm not for sale. Never have been. If you can't handle my titles, what makes me think you're holding for me when AMC has just been bleeding for a whole entire week? See, I hold for you, you hold for me. And I do these videos to help calm the emotional aspect of trading. Now, guys, for every rise, there's a fall, and it's a constant cycle. It's the circle of life. Come on, we're the Lion King generation, Hakuna Matata. But with that being said, going back to the ape father, dude, you really have no right to call anybody out and to create division in the community. Whatever Matt holds or Trey holds or whatever Lou holds or doesn't hold or Jeffrey Forbes holds or doesn't hold or Wrench Capital holds or doesn't hold, it's kind of like here in the state of Florida. I carry a weapon. When a cop pulls me over, I, out of courtesy, let him know I have a firearm at like 6 o'clock. In Florida, I don't have to disclose that information. So when YouTubers are sharing their position, it's pure discretion. Again, why would I want to tell the world that, in a couple of months, I'm going to be filthy fucking rich? So sometimes you just got to mind your own fucking business. And Ape Father, I think you're just going about it the wrong way and attempting to call other YouTubers out because people feed off of your energy. I mean, currently you got 11,000 views on that video. It is relevant to a certain extent, even though I find you highly irrelevant. And I don't mean that as a diss. I mean that from solely the perspective of the AMC squeeze. You're a non-motherfucking factor. Know your place, bro. Just go about your business, build your audience, do it in such a way that it stirs positivity and makes people feel good after watching your video. Bro, just go about your business. Keep creating your videos. Naturally, people will gravitate to you. Like-minded people will gravitate to you. By you calling any one of us out, you're not going to cannibalize our audience. It just doesn't happen that way. If anything, you're creating FUD and delusion within our community, and that's not what we stand for. That's not what I stand for. So, guys, let's look at the chart, and let's really bring some calm to the chaos here. We have AMC trading at 34.29. Now, I'm in the minute chart because AMC severely oversold. when we look at the MACD, in particular, this histogram. Now, this histogram is typically what I use as a leading indicator to place my trades as I come in and out of my momentum trades. And you guys can see we exit cycles and then we enter cycles, and we entered a selling cycle. But as you can see, the color red on the histogram gets lighter and lighter. And right now it's very, very flat, which is telling me that the market and the price action is indecisive. And guys, we know what happened with GME. We know what happened with Volkswagen. It was the dip before the rip. You got to understand, the house is on fire and everybody's trying to get out of one exit. There will be fatalities. Ivan is not here to put the fire out. That son of a bitch went home last night. Thank God, because I was tired of eating 4 times a day with him. When we look at the daily here, guys, the daily is very, very important as well, because for those who had the conviction to enter AMC way back when at $10, you're still green. We see this run up, and the histogram obviously showed this run up, and we had the MACD cross over the signal line, and now it crossed below. But what I'm seeing is that the selling pressure, again, based on the histogram, the selling pressure is lessening, and we will enter a buying cycle. Let's go back to when AMC was hanging out at $9, $13, and ran up to 72. Guys, we are at a higher floor for the next run. I need you to think about it that way. When we enter that cycle, I expect a very violent push upwards, but you need to maintain your conviction. Reddit's a great place. I go there sometimes, I read the DD, and I debunk it 99% of the time. I get emails almost every day saying, hey, check out my DD, share it with the audience. No, I'm not. This has almost become like a clout chasing movement that is totally unnecessary. Now, Applejack's and I were coming from the gym. We picked it up, we put it down. We worked on some legs because I have the genetic makeup of Big Bird and I have to work on my legs more than any other part of my body. But with that being said, the analogy that I can create is when AMC was at the $9 price target or $9 price point, we were all looking straight ahead. Absolutely straight ahead. Now it's like we got some looking straight ahead, some looking left, some looking right, some doing some dizzy devil and looking backwards, just looking like an absolute lunatic. Guys, we need to get back on the same page, and we need to get back to the basics. And the basics is simply the shorts haven't covered. Now, this is up for debate. Even this has become speculation, where Orchex is bought out. Guys, this is self-reporting. We get it. But they still haven't covered. They haven't covered the 81 million shares. And the price action and the price has not shown that they covered. So guys, you buy, you hold, and you buy some more. The stock market, you got buying pressure, you got selling pressure. Now we buy and hold on the premise that when the shorts have to cover, they create the buying pressure that sends us to the moon. But right now, we are an inanimate object. We're not buying as much as we should. The volume says so. So what happens? You got an inanimate object, us, the apes, and you have the sellers who are pushing against us. We're not pushing back. We're really not pushing back. And I get it. The price may be a little too rich for some of you. If you want your attendees, if you want that life you dreamed of, you need to go ahead and double check your why and why you're in this play to begin with, because we're right there. That's my opinion. Anyways, this is Gabe. I'm signing out. Peace.